chance to look at it, knowing what the numbers. I mean, we know what the numbers are, but we can.
Yeah, I think one, the way they can produce those type of numbers, and still be, I'm not calling like a team that doesn't blitz a whole lot. They're not a lot of exotic looks. They just kind of put the ball down and play. They're fantastic in the back end. I think their front is great. They're getting a lot of pressure on the quarterbacks. So, yeah, we're going to have our hands full. But, again, on a short week, just trying to put together a game plan, watching as much film as we can, trying to develop as good of a plan we can, and ultimately comes down to executing on Thursday.
I know every year is different, but as you reflect back to how that game ended back in October of 2024, unable to get the ball out of the shadow of the end zone and how it eventually cost the game. Any stinging memories? I mean, how much more equipped you are?
I got beat up that game. Didn't play well at all. It's watching that film. There's a lot of good stuff to watch from that film, but it's hard to watch. I played pretty badly. So yeah, hopefully we can go out there and play a little bit better and move the ball a little bit better. But again, this defense is no easy task to go against, and it's going to take everything that we got from everybody on the field.
Talked about Shavers after the game, and Joe and Sean have both kind of talked about making the most of that opportunity, and it seems like the trust factor for you with them is quite high. How is hearing that from you?
Hearing
Shavers and you, the trust that you
Oh yeah, I mean I think it's so high because I've watched him for years just come out and work extremely hard. He's typically one of the last people to leave the practice field. Anytime I want to throw extra, he's always out there. He does the little things the right way. In the run game, again, he's going in and doing some of the dirty work for us. And, I can continue to say the most positive things about the guy because, again, each and every day, that's who he is. He's an extremely positive person, but he works extremely hard. And he's still learning and growing in this game. And it's been awesome to see how he's progressed in his career, and I still think there's a lot of room to grow with him. Yeah, again, he does things the right way, and typically when you do that, you find yourself in the right spots. And he's prepared when the opportunity comes his way to make the most of it. And I think we've seen that so far from him, and he continues to make plays. And again, we haven't asked him to do a whole lot in the passing game over the first, 8 weeks of the season, whatever we're at right now. But again, he's just been ready for whenever his number's called, and he's made some really key plays for us this season on some third downs that doesn't get a whole lot of credit for. But there was an opportunity for him to play a little bit more this last game, and he took advantage of it. Absolutely. To know that, again, this guy's been working extremely hard and he's in the right spots and he's making plays and, he's big, he's fast, he's an easy guy to throw to. It makes you root for him, but it makes it easier to throw to him. You have this trust in him.
When you look at that whole game in totality, what's your
I didn't play too well. I don't think so. Obviously in that second half, we got things rolling. The boneheaded decision early on, trying not to take a sack, and the one to Dawson, fourth down, trying to sneak one in there. Those plays are happening, but that first one just can't happen. But there was a couple throws throughout the game that I just feel like I want back. The one to Khalil, ball came out really good. The nose just didn't turn down. The wind just kind of sailed it high on me. There was one to Josh Palmer on the naked where I was kind of in between steps, but again, that's a throw that I should make. The one to Reggie in the end zone, the 2-point conversion, the ball on the way up hit my thigh pad and was coming out of my hand, so it was wobbling a little bit. But again, just better mechanics put me in a better spot to throw that ball there. But I can go down the list. There was just too many throws that I feel like I don't miss, and there's really no excuse for that. It's just going out there and, again, trusting the guys. And I need to make those plays when the opportunities are there. And I'm confident that we can still get things going there.
Given how you distribute the ball, do you think this offense is now better equipped to have answers that maybe were sometimes lacking at times during the season?
I mean, I think we've always had, the wherewithal and the opportunities to do that. Now going out there and executing is a different story, and I think that again, just last week we executed at a high level for the most part. But again, still a lot of room to grow, still learning. And ultimately our main goal, no matter what it takes, is just to find a way to win the football game, and that's what this team's trying to find ways to do right now. And I think we're in a good spot, not a great spot, and we got to continue to keep coming together as a team.
You targeted your running backs one the last 2 weeks. Some of that's opponent specific, but is that an area that you feel like you guys as an offense can maybe take advantage of more just moving forward?
Yeah, I think so. I think our three backs are fantastic in the run and in the pass game. They do everything they're asked to do. Obviously, we know what Jimbo is and how well he's been able to run the ball. And, Ray's come in a few times and, the run game and the pass game. And now you see him in the return game making some really big plays for us. And then Ty Johnson, who I've said it over and over again, he's the best third down back in football. So three extremely talented guys that the more touches you can get them, probably the better that you're going to play as an offense. And, typically matchup-wise, they're going to be favorable matchups because how talented and how quick they are and how smart they are. So, yeah, the more that we can utilize them, the better.
Early in the game, down the field, it was incomplete. So on the surface, it doesn't look like much of a play. When you dig a little deeper into it, is there something that can be kind of an advantage on a play like that, knowing that you kind of stretch it a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, just the opportunity to throw one down there and make teams think that maybe we're throwing. We have the opportunity to do that. Now, obviously, we want to complete those, and if we have chances, we gotta take advantage of them. And that one's a close play. It's a tough play, but I still think I take that throw 10 times out of 10.
The only two team captains. What's your relationship with him like, and how do you see him approach that role of captain with this team?
Yeah, he's unbelievable. To be, again, I think he's still pretty young in this game, and to have the grasp of what being a professional football player is and what it looks like. He leads by example. He's battled through a lot, and more than I think anybody would ever know. But that's just the type of guy he is, the type of player he is. He doesn't want to let his teammates down. He works extremely hard. He's one of the first one in, one of the last ones out. And again, he just goes out there and he balls and he puts his body on the line. And he does it for his teammates. So I love that guy.
How did the Euros celebrate?
I lost to Fat Perez on a one-hole match last year, and it's been a year and a half in the making. Obviously trying to find the right time to do it, and sometimes you black out when you score, and finally had a clear sense of thought where I can get it over with and clear my debt.
I'm sorry, you lost a what?
A bet, a golf match.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know what you said.
One hole match. Yeah, it was a one hole. Yeah, he beat me. He's a pretty good golfer.
Who did?
His name is Fat Perez. Yes. Fantastic. Bob does sports and the whole gang. They're awesome. Yeah, normally. Yeah, I've said this over and over again to anybody that's ever asked how does it feel to score a touchdown in the NFL. It never changes from Pop Warner to high school to college. The same feeling. It's the best feeling in the world. And yeah, sometimes you don't know what to do.
Is that how you would describe it? You were laughing in the end zone. I think Spencer Brown was carrying you. He was mic'd up, and the cameras caught you laughing as you were going into the end zone.
Yeah.
Your sixth touchdown.
What was the question?
Do you often laugh as you're being dragged into the end zone like that?
Sometimes the good ones. Yeah.
After 290 touchdowns, they don't get old.
Never get old. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
They said Dion too.
How was it? Key to City's cool. It still hasn't really settled because I still, I don't know where the key goes, but it's cool. I have it in the house. I look at it every day. It's pretty cool. You know, when I heard the stat that there was only 5 people that ever got it, it's like, yo, that's crazy. But I'm thankful, man. Buffalo, it's been a journey here. It really has. But you know, life goes. Well, the good thing about it is the NFL is filled with good defensive ends. So, not to take nothing away from them, 5-1 and 5-5, they play very well when they're on the field together, and they impact football games. I think overall, the good thing about it is we've played them before, so they know who we are, we know who they are, and the respect is there of the competitive level. Like me and Spence are great tackles too, so I think the battles week in and week out in this league, they're tough no matter who it is. Like you hear about guys like Myles Garrett have 4 sacks in a game in 1 week, 5 sacks another game. Like this league is filled with some war dogs, man. So I enjoy playing against good players. I really do. That's why I play this game, to protect my quarterback against good players. That's what makes it fun. But I tip my hat to them, to both of those guys, even the inside guys, right? Like Tim Settle is over there. Tim was here, and Tim time. So we'll see Tim in 5-1 and 5-5 in a couple days, and we'll get after it. Yeah. Not riding the wave, Jenna says. Yes. Yeah. It's hard. It is hard not to ride a wave. It's hard to stay under wave. It's hard to stay on top of a wave. It's hard to be surfing on a wave. I think it's all hard. Overall, what do we do well? We try to play football as a team. But to not ride that wave, the best way to overcome the wave is know where the wave is, right? Because sometimes like you can go through weeks and weeks and not even knowing that you're riding a wave, and then boom, the wave crashes down and you're underneath it. Just know where the wave is and know that the internet will take you on a higher wave than reality will. So if you stay on the internet, you look at everything, and when everything is going well, that wave will surf you all the way into the brick wall, because eventually that wave stops. All right. But understanding, I would say, where the wave is, so you know how to manage if you need to speed it or not.
Can I ask you like a kind of weird one? Can I ask you like it's not crazy weird, but it's.
I'm ready. I've been waiting for this.
I know.
I've been waiting for this.
You're good at these, which is why.
Let's go.
Is there anything to be said about the weird games you have played in that building? When you guys have gone there have been some weird games.
Give me an example.
2019, that wild card game was nuts.
What was nuts about it?
Everything. I mean, Josh lateraling it before you got to overtime, and then a kick at the end, and then.
Is that weird, or is that just great football?
Well, I think there's a lot of weird in the game, and then last year, the offensive struggles, it felt like a bit of a fork in the road, and then you guys really responded. 2018, that game did not go well. I know that's a very long time ago, but is there anything mentally about playing in a place where there have been like these weird games? Like, is there anything there? And that's why it's a weird question.
Okay, you're talking about going to Houston? Specifically in Houston.
Yeah.
Right, because we have played some games there, right? Like we had the playoff game that 1 year, right? 19, right? That's what you're talking about. They had J.J. Watt. That was a minute ago. Yes, I didn't even think about that.
Okay.
I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about it. But we have played some weird games. It kind of feels like our first game was last year there, because the entity of that team is different, right? Like we went there last year. They had Diggs. It was like a rivalry thing. Oh, Diggs is there. Da da da. So it kind of threw all of that other stuff away. But now that you say that, I would say overall, not really, because the energy from year to year and week to week changes, bro. It changes like drastically, and when you have players like over there that you used to like play with, it kind of starts a whole new slate.
And you bring it up because last year it felt like that overshadowed so, you know what I mean? Like that Diggs thing was such a big storyline. And then
But Diggs,
at least externally, right?
Diggs is a big story.
Yeah, for sure.
Diggs is like one of the league's biggest players and
Yeah.
biggest names. So you have to and respect it. And he's one of our guys. He's one of our brothers. So like going over there, like of course we wanted to beat those guys. And that energy, it was just there. And it was electric. It was loud in there. It was just an elite game. Like I enjoyed it. I really did. But no, you know, the flows of it, man. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what he added first. He added a comfortable feel, a familiar face, right? And knowing from playing with Gabe for years and then him leaving for a year or two, or I don't even know, and then coming back, it was almost like he never left. And if hear him talk and hear his jokes and be like, oh, there's Gabe again, and then to see him on the field catch that little ball across the middle and just it was just like, yep, this is how we do it. This is the routine. This is just what it feels like, and it felt great, and seeing Gabe out there and run around and just be himself, healthy, is the best thing because like this league is hard when you go through injuries and when you bounce back and then when you hit rock bottom, like, man, is it over? Then you come back and then you're catching a pass from the MVP, right? And then it's just like, yep, I'm right back in it. So it's a beautiful thing. And I'm just thankful that he's healthy and has his confidence and he has his guys. Like we all support him. We all know his journey and we love him. Gabe is one of us and he's been one of us from the beginning. Maddie, what you got? Oh. So do you think that we all like Chrome? Is that a rumor? Nah, we absolutely love Chrome. Chrome is I don't want to call him dad, but Chrome is dad. Chrome is just Chrome. Yo, how can I give Chrome an example? Chrome is like, like that neighbor that just never really gives you any problems. You're outside, it's hot. He might come outside and throw you a water and be like, hey guys, I seen your football game last week. You guys crushed it. And you just disappear off into the smoke, right? Chrome makes football fun. Chrome makes like football fun. And I enjoy playing for coaches that make it fun, right? Now our building, we have great coaches. I can't speak on other teams, but I know that every coach is not like this and every place is not like this. But when you could come into the workday and know that you're going to get the same guy every single day and he's going to coach you the same way every single day and he's going to let you be yourself every single day, there's a comfortability to that. And when you're in a place half of the year, majority of the entire day together, it needs to be right no matter what. And Chrome is just one of those guys. And even with like creating that award, right, the Protector of the Year award, for a guy like Chrome, he would have had 3 or 4, maybe even 5 players that have won that award if the award was present for 25 years. So guys like to play for their coaches, and Chrome is one of those guys that we all enjoy playing for. So, Chrome dog. We call him Chrome Daddy. So, Chrome Daddy. How has he made me a better football player? Chrome has made me a better football player by, I would say, allowing me to fully play free and not, making problems where problems don't exist just because it's not by the book. Like I am such I guess the word is a unorthodox tackle that I play the game so differently, right? Like I had to go through the torture of like a 3-year window where every time I would do a certain thing on the field, they would call holding. And now they don't call it because I'm showing what is actually happening and he's speaking on exactly what's happening and different things. Like when I'm chopping guys down and when I'm jumping on guys and different things, he's allowed me to just play free and when things would happen, like you would have like some coaches like that would yell at you and be like, "But that's not right." And then you have like some coaches like that would literally look you in the face and be like, "We're on the same page. Keep doing you." And when you can have a coach that's on the same page as you as a player, it's amazing because, you know, I've been playing some of the best ball, and that's because of my coach. It's because of my coaches. It's because of this building, right? My teammates, allowing guys to truly be free within the art of playing a sport. And that's what we do on a daily basis. So my pen is sharp.
Yeah, what is Reggie doing? He's getting more and more sacks. What's he bringing to them?
Hammer, like he's just a sledge, man. He's literally a sledgehammer. Reggie is one of the quietest, toughest dudes I've probably ever met. He's just, honestly, I'm going to stand on this when I'm about to say, pound for pound, Reggie is probably the best athlete on this team. Pound for pound, right? He's big, he's fast, he's strong, he's physical, he's quick, he's intelligent. He does his job, he knows his role, right? Like, of course, we have Josh, we have some of these guys, but we're talking about like a guy that is a full package of what he is. It's Reggie. It's Reggie, you know, and I kind of think it's crazy because like Reggie plays like fullback and like he hasn't even like made a Pro Bowl, but he's a Pro Bowl fullback, right? Like Reggie is one of those guys. Like Reggie is one of those guys that comes in every day, doesn't say a word, hit that guy, he goes and hits him. Block that guy, he goes and blocks him. Go down on special teams and make a play, Reg. Goes down on special teams and makes a play. All right, Reg, this week we might need you to go score at the corner of the end zone. He will go in there and score at the corner of the end zone, and then he'll show up and show up and show up. But, you know, Reg is also one of those unsung hero players. But I'm glad that you asked it because Reggie is one of those guys. He's one of those guys for sure.
Seeing what Ed Albert went through and biceps and having to get surgery, having him back in the facility now, you know, you've been around him a lot of years. You know, what's that do kind of seeing him around?
What is it like seeing Ed? I don't think you see Ed, you hear Ed, right? So I'm going to reframe the question of what is it like hearing Ed around? It's great to hear Ed. Ed is a little Tasmanian devil, and he's a great energy person, right? I have never seen somebody. Nah, Trey was well. Well, I would say Ed is one of the top on my list of people that has been going through injury very, very easy. You know, like a lot of people are sad and head is down and unpresent. Ed is here. You know, he's smiling. He's still joking around like I could do this. Like that stuff is cool, right? Like we know that this league is 100% injury rate, and for Ed to be here smiling and just cheering the guys on and still supporting young Dion Walker, right? And being here and just coaching guys and just being around and being like, bro, and but you're killing it. Yep. And good job. Yep. What can I do? This, that. It's dope. It's dope because, you know, and knock on wood, like some people have never been in that position, and how Ed is handling it, it's cool to see. Great. You're welcome.